Hi, I'm Tobias Licht. As a big motorcycle fan, I was really overwhelmed when BMW asked me to host this video. They asked me to show you everything about the one and only R18. And these are real beauties. The R18 is the new sovereign cruiser of BMW Motorrad with the biggest boxer engine ever in the history of the brand. It's a modern premium product with historic roots, perfectly engineered, with design being the leading factor. Built in BMW's main plant in Berlin, Germany, it is an authentic cruiser to decelerate from your daily routine, to express your personality and enjoy beautiful rides. Let's have a closer look to every detail of its self-confident appearance. Modern technology and a classic, timeless look offers a cruiser-adequate experience. What you see at first sight, the design of the R18 is very pure and clean. The stance of the R18 is long and low. The engine is the pulsating heart and very distinctive. It comes easily to your mind that this bike is very much inspired by our very first bikes back in the days. What you can see at first glance are the so-called 5 icons. The teardrop tank, the black paintwork with white double pinstriping, the duplex cradle frame, the open shaft drive, and for sure, the engine, which we're going to talk about in all its details in a second. It was very important for BMW to use all these 5 icons in their today's R18 to show their genes. Now, as we talked about the bike's proportions and the 5 icons, there are a few other characteristic features we should not forget. Like, for example, the bodywork of the bike. As it is typical for a cruiser, it is made out of high-value metal. This includes the tank, the front and rear fender, the side covers below the rider seat, the, as I think, very beautiful covers around the telescopic fork, as well as the housing of the headlight and the speedo. Let's have a closer look. It is a classic speedo with an integrated display and large, well-readable figures. And not to be missed, the beautiful lettering, Berlin built. The R18 furthermore has spoke wheels and this fishtail exhaust as standard. But there is even one more thing that shows BMW's attention to detail. It's very well thought out and special for this bike. The new designed key of the R18, which has the same shape as the iconic tank. BMW wanted to build a cruiser which is obviously a true BMW, that already excites you from a distance because of its presence and coherent proportions. Now, let's talk about the engine. It's an 1802cc boxer engine, the absolute heart and highlight of the bike. BMW is building boxer engines now for 100 years, and that's the heritage. And this is why BMW knew from the beginning that for the R18, a boxer engine is a must. Before we talk about its specs, please have a look at how beautiful this boxer engine looks. I got told from the BMW guys that next to its power, it was one of their foremost priorities to make the engine very appealing. It should be a masterpiece of a design sculpture. Have a look at the valve covers, the push rods, the built-in front plate. It worked out pretty well, I'd say. And now the specs, where BMW for sure allowed no compromises. The engine has a displacement of 1802 cc shared on 2 air and oil-cooled cylinders. The power output is 67 kilowatts, so 91 horsepower at 4,750 RPM. From 2,000 to 4,000 RPM, more than 150 Newton meters of torque can be called up at any time, and original pulling power goes hand in hand with voluminous sound. Talking about the sound, let me show you what I mean. Can you hear it? Right, that's a very authentic, very deep and emotional, typical boxer sound. From hearing to feeling. To really appeal to all senses, the haptics are new. Whatever you touch or hold, you will not let go. Everything is in its place. Intuitively, you get used to the bike. Cruiser typically massive, The bike surprises you with its great weight balance. After you have pressed the starter button, you want for sure to experience riding the R18. Of course, BMW still took very well care of the ergonomic triangle between seat, footpack and handlebars. The advantage of this so-called mid-mounted footpack position is that you have an upright, active seat-in position which offers long-term comfort and safety. Moreover, the available options and accessories for the R18 offer a wide range of parts to individually optimize the ergonomics, like different handlebars, seats, etc., which I will show you later. The R18 comes with 3 ride modes as standard: rock, roll and rain. The modes offer the rider individual adjustment options relating to road conditions and own riding behavior, so you determine the fine-tuning of your bike. Roll offers you an easy, cool, relaxed riding with all the performance if you want. The rock mode is the one where you get more instant throttle response, very instantaneous. It gives you direct feedback. And the rain mode is great for safety if you should come into rainy weather. The traction control ASC comes as standard with the new R18. That's special in this segment, as the peak torque of 158 Nm must be under control whether the road is dry or wet. Notice, it can be switched off, so burnouts or donuts are possible. The response is linked to the chosen ride mode. The engine drag torque control, called MSR, prevents electronically the sliding of the rear wheel by sudden closure of the throttle or back spacing. And the anti-hopping clutch opens at a given barrier to prevent stamping of the rear wheel. The R18 models are equipped with the reliable BMW Motorrad Part Integral ABS. With this brake system, both front and rear brake are activated with the handbrake lever. The foot brake lever only activates the rear brake. The BMW Motorrad Integral ABS balances the brake force between front and rear brake when braking, depending on the load of the motorcycle. Individualization, a very important topic BMW took very serious. As you can see, BMW has been putting a lot of attention to detail and the ability to enable easy modification. This includes, for example, the choice of materials, nuts and bolts, the weld seams, the hiding of wiring and plugs, as well as the gap between tank and engine. You can also individualize the metal housing of the headlamp, for example, or the cylinder head covers and benches. There are, of course, many options to mix and match all these pieces to customize the R18 to your personal taste. But let me show you these 2 examples of how you can individualize your bike as a first inspiration. The R18 has been developed and designed for easy customizing. It's very easy to change many different pieces, like, for example, lights. The metal housing and chrome ring are independent from the electronics, the perfect base for customizing. The wide range of different parts from the original BMW Motorrad accessories enable individual conversions that significantly change the character of the bike. Also, BMW selected some of the segment's premium key players as co-branding partners to benefit from the expertise of experienced manufacturers in the cruiser customizing scene. Following the successful cooperation with Roland Sands Design in connection with the BMW R90 model range and the corresponding accessories, the partnership will continue for the R18 model range. In cooperation with Roland Sands, there will be 2 different design collections of various covers and mounted parts for the launch. Machined parts made of high-quality aluminum with an attractive contrast between black and silver, thanks to a special milling process. BMW also works together with Vans and Heinz and develops exhaust pipes for an exclusive and individual custom look, available in 2 color variants, chrome and black. Mustang is known in the USA for high-quality individual seats. So when it comes to R18 seats, Mustang is BMW's partner and offers high quality in different versions. Single seats, 2-seater, with or without backrest, and also in different color variations like black and brown. Also, you can find a co-branding via embroidered BMW propeller on each seat. This customized bike reminds me of the historic BMW R5. So let's talk about the highlights on this stunning bike. First of all, the beach bar style handlebars, and the solo seat. Also, what I really like is the number plate carrier on the side. And then, of course, all the machine parts. The fork legs, including end caps. The handlebar, including hand levers. The mirrors. The expansion tank and brake fluid cover. The fuel filler cap. The engine housing cover. The cylinder head cover. And the rider's footboard. Coming to the second customized bike, you can see here, what a stunner. The black ape hanger handlebar, the black two-tone style parts like the headlight cover, the speedometer housing, fork leg, end cap and leg cover, the clamping block and adjustable hand lever again, the mirrors, the expansion tank cover in the front, the lockable fuel filler cap, the engine housing cover, the cylinder head cover, the rider's footboards, and the front wheel and rear wheel. Also not to forget the cool custom single seat and the tapered black rear silencer. Well, what a huge amount of information, right? Now you know this bike inspires everyone who's looking for the ability to modify its individual motorcycle. It's still what you expect from a BMW motorbike. A perfectly engineered premium product with the design being the leading factor. If you want further information about these models, please follow the links provided in the video description. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for our social media channels to ask questions and give your opinion. I hope you enjoyed the overview I've given you. Now, find your favorite and then see you on the road.